multi-step inequalities. So make sure before you watch this video that you fully understand 1 and 2 step inequalities. I do have a video for that, so make sure you have watched it and you're good to go. All right, so I'm going to do the odd problem. So I'm going to write this out to the side. Okay, let me switch that. So I have 3 is less than negative 5n plus 2n. So I first want to start off by combining like terms, which is negative 5n and 2n. That's going to give me negative 3n. Okay. Then I'm going to bring down my 3 and my less than sign. So from here, I'm going to divide by negative 3. And since I'm dividing by a negative, my sign is going to switch. So if I started off with less than, it's now going to be greater than. Okay. My 3's will cancel out here, so I'll be left with n, and 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. Okay, so remember our signs. Okay, we got the open and a closed dot. Closed dot will be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, and open dot will be less than or greater than. So I'm going to go to negative 1, and I'm going to put an open dot. Okay, and this is negative 1 is greater than n, or I can rewrite this as n is less than negative 1. Okay, so it's still pointing to the n. So if it's less than, that means our arrow needs to go to the left. And that's our answer. All right, number 3. All right. So again, we have like terms. We can go ahead and put in an imaginary 1 if we need that. So we got negative 5p. Then I'm going to bring down my greater than and then my negative 10. I'm going to divide by negative 5. So again, I have where I'm dividing by a negative. Okay, so it's now going to be p is less than positive 2. So I'm going to go to positive 2, and I'm going to put an open dot, and it's less than, so it's still going to be going to the left. All right. Number 5. Going to rewrite it. All right. So we have some like terms again. We have the 2 and a negative 3, which that gives us negative 1. So from here, I'm going to bring down everything else like so. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. This is going to cancel out here because I got negative 1 plus 1. That's gone. 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to bring down my greater than or equal to and my negative 2m. Then I'm going to divide by negative 2. So this cancels out. I have 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5. My greater than or equal to is going to become less than or equal to, and then I have m. Okay, so this is negative 5 is less than or equal to m, or I can say m is greater than or equal to negative 5. Okay, so I'm going to go to negative 5. I'm going to put a closed dot this time, and it's greater, so it's going to be going to the right. All right, number 6. All right, so we have distributive property as our first step. So we're going to get negative 24n, and then we're going to have negative 28. Then I'm going to bring down everything else I didn't use yet. So we have like terms, which is 6 and negative 28. Okay, and that will give us negative 22. Okay, remember, I do not need to do inverse operations when I'm putting it on the same side. I will see a lot of you do this. Okay, I don't need to do that because that's going to make my answer come out wrong. Okay, keep in mind that all of this is on the left side. It's on the same side, so no need for inverse operations. Okay, so then from here, I'm going to add 22. I got negative 24n is greater than or equal to 144. Okay, then I'm going to divide by negative 24. So again, I'm dividing by a negative. Okay, so it cancels out here. So I have n is now going to be less than or equal to negative 6. Okay, so I'm going to have a closed dot because I have an equal to there, and it's going to be going to the left because it's less than or equal to. All right. All right, number 9. We have 167 is less than 6 plus 7 times 2 minus 7r. Okay, so my first step will be distributive property. I have 14, then I have negative 49r. Then I'm going to bring down everything else. This 14 was positive, so that's a plus sign. Then I have my 167 is less than. Okay, so again, we have like terms. This time they're on the right. So we have 6 plus 14, that gives us 20. Then I bring down the negative 49n, and then our left side. So I'm going to add 49, I'm sorry, just kidding. I am going to add, still kidding. I am going to subtract 20 on both sides. And here I'll have 147 is less than negative 49. Okay, then I'm going to divide by negative 49. Okay, these will cancel out here, so I have n, and I divided by a negative, so my less than is going to turn into greater than. Okay, and then I have negative 3 here. So I have negative 3 is greater than n, or we can say n is less than negative 3. So we're going to go to negative 3. We're going to put an open dot, and it's less than, so it's going to go to the left. All right, last one, number 11. All right. So these are like terms, so we're going to combine those. We're going to get negative 6x. We're going to get minus 16 because we're bringing it down. And then we have more like terms over here. So those go together, which will give me 2x. So I'm going to add 6x because I want to have my x's all on one side, remember? Okay. So that's gone. And I have negative 16 is less than 8x. I'm going to divide by 8. So it cancels out here. And I divided by a positive, so it's going to stay the same this time, okay? Then I have negative 16 divided by 8. That's going to give me negative 2. So I'm going to have an open dot on negative 2. And x is greater, because remember, if I rewrite it, it's greater. Okay? And it's going to go to the right, like so.